on today, guys? It's your boy Troy. So as you can see right behind me, I have a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Now this is not no ordinary Jeep Grand Cherokee. This is your Trackhawk. So if you're not familiar with the Trackhawk, it's the top of the line SUV. It is the most powerful SUV on the market today. These start off right around $80,000 to $90,000 and they go up from there. This particular one has every option you can get. This thing has a 707 horsepower hellcat motor in it. So if you're familiar with the Dodge Hellcat, it's the same exact motor that's in it. It's 707 horse, supercharged, 645 foot-pounds of torque, and it's all-wheel drive. So that's a whole lot of power going right down on the ground. This particular Trackhawk is not completely stock. So my buddy's had this for a little while, so he's done a couple mods to it. It's got your cold air intake, it has a smaller supercharger pulley, has no catalytic converters, has bigger fuel injectors, runs on E85, has 22s on it, which is crazy for a vehicle SUV to have 22s on it and run a 10.7 quarter mile. It has no catalytic converters, so it runs really good. It's pushing probably right around 850 to 900 horse, right around there. Stock is 707 horse. He just took this down to Texas and it ran a 10.7 quarter mile. That is crazy. You will not find another SUV that will run a 10.7 in a quarter mile. Goes 0 to 60 in right about 3 seconds. Now we'll go ahead and hop in, check out the front. I'll show you the inside, the outside, and we'll go on from there. Now we'll talk about the wheels. On this particular model, he put 22-inch AG forged wheels, which they look really good with this white. Stands out, looks wonderful. It does have 285/40 tires on it. They're Nittos and they don't get a whole lot of traction, but when you have 707 horse, you're not gonna get no traction. Has 4-disc brakes all the way around, which are really great. Has massive Brembo brakes for great stopping, because when you're pushing a whole lot of horsepower, you need stopping power. Now let's go ahead and hop inside. Now we're going to talk about the inside of the Jeep Trackhawk. So the Jeep Trackhawk has carbon fiber all along the dash, has touchscreen navigation radio with the performance package on it. The instrument panel looks wicked crazy. So this car is a performance car, so you expect to see all these great features. On the steering wheel, it says Trackhawk right at the bottom. Makes it known you're driving something special. Has these nice bucket seats with the Trackhawk logo right in them. Also has a couple different modes that you can use for different terrain. Like you have a track mode, sport mode. You also have your launch control right here. Now, if you go buy a brand new Trackhawk, you can't use launch control until your 500-mile break-in. I'm lucky this one has 11,000 miles on it, so we'll be able to do a couple nice rips. One of the cool things about this SUV is it has a performance page right on your radio. So you just hit performance page, it loads up. Then you have a couple different options you can look at. Tell you how fast you're going from 0 to 60. Tells you 1/8 mile. Tells you 0 to 100 feet. Also, on your gauges, you have a couple different options. So you can see your trans temp, oil temp, coolant temp, oil pressure, battery voltage. You can see your boost pressure, air fuel ratio, and your coolant, engine coolant. Then you can see your intake air temperature too. Then another option is your G-forces, because this thing throws you in the seat. Then on the engine, you can see how much horsepower you're running, how much boost you're running. Also will show you how much torque you're running. So it's really nice to have all these features. It also has a dyno page, which is real time, which is not like it saves it and then it plays it. As you're driving, it will tell you how much horsepower you're running at that particular time. The interior on this is beautiful. Has this nice carbon fiber, has Alcantara headliner, has these nice leather seats that, I mean, they feel amazing. They fit you like a glove, and I'm a bigger guy, so to be in this SUV, I feel comfortable. It's not like sitting in a $100,000, $200,000, sports car where a bigger guy in one of those, it's a little uncomfortable. We'll hop in the back seat, I'll show you the back seat, and then we'll take this thing for a drive. Now the back seats in this are actually pretty comfortable. They're not horrible. You have DVD players right on the backs of the front seats. The back seats are even heated. You have a couple USB ports down here, a 110 outlet. The TVs flip right up, little screens. They're also a touch screen. You have carbon fiber that goes along the doors. Looks really nice. It all flows together. Has a panoramic sunroof, so it's a real nice big sunroof. And this Alcantara headliner is really nice. Now we'll probably go ahead and hop in the front seat, take this thing for a ride and see how she drives. All right, now we're gonna take this 2018 Jeep Trackhawk for a little test drive. If you wasn't listening before, this thing's got a 707 horse hellcat motor in it, and that is stock. This thing runs magnificent already. My buddy took me for a little drive in it. Now we're gonna take it for a test drive and see how she runs. You have all sorts of gauges along with your G-forces, that kind of things. All the things you want when it comes to a vehicle like this. It's got that beautiful supercharger one. Now on a performance car, engine noise isn't that big a deal. Holy, does this thing run crazy. I can't get over it. You're talking about a 707 horsepower motor and an SUV, family size SUV. And this thing runs outrageously awesome. It's got pull right when you go, it's all-wheel drive. It's just amazing how well they made this. So, you know, the Jeep Trackhawk is a newer vehicle. It started in 2018, where your SRT Jeeps have been around since 2011-12. Dude, this thing just freaking moves. Squats right down and goes. For an SUV, it's crazy how they got so much power and torque in an SUV like this. One cool thing that the Trackhawk has is it has a 1-speed differential. So it doesn't matter, you know, it has an 8-speed automatic transmission. So no matter what, that differential is only 1 speed. So you never have to worry about, like, if it was 2 speeds, going too quick, downshifting, upshifting, and that braking. It's all-wheel drive, so all 4 tires spin. All 4 tires move. Now this does have street tires on it, so it spins. Now if it had drag radials on it, it would grip a lot more and it would just squat right down and take off. Feel like your chest is caving in because of the G-forces. It's crazy. Has a lot of features when it comes to the interior. Your steering wheel controls, your paddle shifters, speedometer, I mean, it looks really great. You have all your gauges right here, which it tells you in real time how fast you're going, how much power you're pushing. You know, I've drove this thing for a couple minutes now. I let it warm up and I still haven't hit over 100 horsepower according to this. Now this isn't my car, so I'm not gonna tear the crap out of it. Holy shit. God, this thing's got some freaking power. Heart's racing. This is probably one of the coolest vehicles I've ever done. I'm gonna go ahead and take this back to the owner. Brian, huge shout out. Thanks for letting me do a video of your car. This car drives really good. I'd give this car 8 out of 10 when it comes to your features. I figured the instrument panel would look a little better, but you do have a lot of features. The seats are comfortable. The interior's a 9 out of 10. All this carbon fiber, you know, the leather, it all looks really good together. Then on the exterior, I'd give it probably an 8 out of 10. It's got a performance hood. It looks really neat. Your braking, I would give a 10 out of 10. It is the best braking on an SUV that I've ever drove and I've ever felt too. You stop really well. Now your driving is great. You have 707 horsepower. It gets up and moves. For a daily driver, this is great. You have power whenever you want it, especially if you're a speed guy. So the overall motor or acceleration, deceleration, that kind of thing, this thing's going to get a 9 out of 10. It gets up and moves, has 707 horse stock. Now this one does have a little bit more, so you get a little bit more for your money. These things do run right around $90,000, and they go up from there the more features you get and so on. I'd like to give a big shout out to my buddy Brian for letting me borrow his Jeep Trackhawk. This is one of the coolest cars I've ever drove. So if you guys want to know anything else about the Jeep Trackhawk, make sure to comment down below. Let me know. I'd love to tell you anything you'd like to know. All right, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Make sure to smash that like, smash that subscribe. I got a lot more cool videos coming, some more crazy cars. This is my first one of them. Pretty awesome car, pretty awesome SUV. You can't go wrong when it comes to your Trackhawk.